Hey guys, it's Cameron Bobier. Thanks for watching MotoAmerica on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel.
There we go. Clutches around, and it looks like a good launch from Schultz on the 11. He's right behind Jake Gagne. So Schultz in second spot. A great launch from that row. And now P.J. Jacobsen is going to try to go up the inside. No. And how about the Vision Wheel M4X Star Suzuki in third spot with Herron in fifth?
Yeah, Brandon Posh there in fourth. And they're all breaking down into this turn 3 for the first time. Posh going to hold that position. Herron runs a little bit wide. That's going to allow, looks like Escalante to go up underneath him, but Gagne gets the start he needs. Matthew Schultz, who didn't get those laps yesterday, Greg. We talk about that all the time. I spoke with him this morning. They're continuing to try to keep making that bike better for him. Matthew Schultz slots himself into second, and he's seeing his first race laps right now of the weekend, really.
Yeah, and the incident with the rider behind him, P.J. Jacobsen, off that first lap, it was P.J. Sprocket that went into the radiator and another puncture in the oil cooler. So those two are stacked on top of each other right behind the forks, and that's what caused the motorcycle to start leaking oil. The collision with P.J. I saw the radiator, Jason, and you can see the teeth marks gouging out the aluminum of that radiator.
The photo that you showed me of that earlier, I can't imagine what that impact must have been like. So, but right now, this is maybe the thing I've been most impressive with the guys that have been trying to chase Gagne for a couple years, as you see Herron slot himself into that fourth place spot. They are starting to learn what this first pace, race pace looks like on the first lap. You can see both Schultz and P.J. Jacobsen have gone with Gagne. And really impressive to see Matthew Schultz doing this good of a job this early.
So Hayes filling in for this round. We'll see how things go moving forward. 14.5 laps to go in Medallia Superbike race number 2. There it goes, Herron up the inside.
Greg,
really clean. That was a great pass.
That was super impressive. I was looking at that just out my window, and he came from a long way back and made that pass stick and looked clean doing so. So Josh Herron on the move. He's trying to make quick work of the guys.
He's on the fresh and lean progressive Yamaha. The Warhorse.
Oh, Josh almost just went on. He's off into the dirt. He got kicked out of the seat. And just as soon as we start talking about him, Josh made a small mistake, and it's too bad. This guy yesterday, Greg, for the last 5 laps of the race was the quickest rider on the track. Just gets in there, and everything looks pretty normal at this point. Just turns the throttle on.
Oh, I mean, it was just a dab. It was like a dab of throttle.
Yeah. He's looking down at the bike on the right side of your screen there. And I was just getting ready to say that Matthew Schultz was the quickest rider of the 4 that last time. So I'm not sure what's going on with Herron. It looks like he's going to pull off the track, though, Greg. Something has happened. What a shame.
Oh, no.
What a shame. Maybe he's going to try to stay out there.
No, I think looking down, there must be something that he's feeling. Double checking, so... Quite a huge possibility the podium streak is over for the number 2.
Such a bummer. You're going to get a look at it here. You're going to see Gagne's tight as they exited turn 3. PJ just goes by him as they run down to turn number 4. Slides up underneath Gagne. Probably methodically get his way through on Hayden Gillum here. And then go chasing after Richie Escalante. It was a little bit surprising to see Richie this far off the pace here.
And there goes Hayes under braking on Hayden Gillum. That's for position. Hayden Gillum having an outstanding weekend here at Brainerd International Raceway. Hayden doing triple duty this weekend. He's still got another race to come in Mission King of the Baggers. As fast as anyone on the racetrack is Hayes. And he had to race a race just before this in Supersport. So he's already done a handful of laps and then had to get off the bike and go straight to a chair and relax for a moment and start this Medallia Superbike race number 2. And there goes Hayes. He eases around the 54 Vision Wheel M4X Star Suzuki's Richie Escalante, who's had quite a season himself. Not the best Brainerd, not the progression that we expected to see from Escalante, but we have to imagine when we get to the up and down pit race in our next venue that Richie Escalante is close to podium contention these days.
Yeah, well, Hayden Gillum, this is the best weekend we've seen for him also on the Superbike. And he said the neat thing is they've just been getting this bike as he goes up underneath Escalante for that position. For Hayden Gillum and the Disrupt Racing team, he said they've just been trying to get this bike easier for him to ride. He said it was such a handful with some of the electronic issues that he was having, mostly just keeping the front end of the bike on the ground.
If Gagne has any idea that he wants to win this race, whatever he's thinking about, it's time to get it done. Through the final corner, and the white flag awaits the final lap of the race. Are we going to see a new race winner in the Medallia Superbike class this year? And as Bobby Fong is so close to Matthew Skults, as Skults on the Westby Racing Machine trying to hold on to that final podium spot, and Bobby Fong trying to get a podium for the Wrench motorcycle. David Anthony and his crew would be through the roof if he's able to pull it off.
He was a full second quicker that last lap. Bobby Fong over Matthew Skults, and Jake Gagne again tries drawing up on the back of PJ. We have a back marker up ahead there. Looks like Zach Schumacher on the 90, but look at this. Bobby Fong has drawn all the way up to the back of that Westby number 11 of Matthew Skults.
Is this storybook ending going to happen for Bobby Fong, or can Matthew Skults, who had such a great start to this race, hold on for that final spot of the podium? Lap traffic, and they closed up, and Gagne trying to go up the inside of Schumacher, and PJ still there. But Gagne, he looks like he could be within striking distance, but he's running out of racetrack to make a move.
It's just a matter of how clean he can get through all this, but I just think PJ's too good out of the chicane. He's too good in the next left-right for Gagne to get up alongside going down into turn 12. Although Gagne is closer this time, he's got to absolutely clean this turn here, but PJ's strong out of there. Gagne just a little bit too far back.
Gagne with nothing doing in that corner, only one to do it. Is this going to be for PJ Jacobsen? The first win in Medallia Superbike. He comes onto the front straightaway. He pulls the trigger of that BMW. To the flag he goes, and PJ Jacobsen takes the win over Gagne. And now it's that battle, and Matthew Skults is able to hold on for third spot over Bobby Fong.
Well, and this is such a physical track, too, isn't it? So, it isn't like you got the one where you can take lots of rest around the track. You're working it everywhere here. Jake, obviously, but...
So the results show 0.3 of a second margin of victory, but how about that 1/10 between Skults and Bobby Fong? Skults really did such a fine job to hang on.